All right. Hey, everyone. Okay, so we are here to talk about setting the 5-year goals for your life. Now, you guys have seen my vision board. I'll put a picture here. Now, when I'm looking and thinking about in 5 years, where do I want to be? Now, I'm thinking about the different areas of my life. I'm staring at my vision board and I'm breaking down kind of what the different areas are in my life, or the different pillars in your life, and where do you want to be in 5 years for each of your pillars. So in order for me to really understand that, I had to kind of see where each of my family members were going to be at in 5 years. And that could just be a makeup of the situation of where I am today. I'm on like the cusp of a big transitional point in my life, and my kids are at a cusp of transition, and Scott is at a cusp of transition in his life, because it's just where we are today in our life. So remember that 5 years is always 5 years out. So next year it would be like 6 years from now, if that makes sense. So I had to actually figure out, I know this sounds like, and maybe this is a little extra. So this is my life. So these are like the core. This is the core of my life. So I have myself, I have Scott, Lucas, and Logan. And then I have the years over here. So 2021, 1 year out, 2 years out. So this is actually 2022, 23, 24, 25, 26. So here I had to think about my age. I'll be 41 through 45. So here you are seeing that my husband, boyfriend, man friend, and I have a very large age difference, obviously. So he's going to be in a different area of his life. We do think that he'll probably be at the point where he's going to be retiring. And that really does, I need to know about that, because it changes how my life is going to go. So, and over the next 5 years, I need to consider he's retiring, and then I also want to consider, my own goals, him retiring, and then where each of my children will be. So I have Lucas and Logan, and they'll be, 17 through 21 or 16 through 20. And I have a big transitional point here for Lucas in 2022 that I kind of need to start thinking about. 2 years out, 3 years out, 4 years out, 5 years out. And then for Logan, his big transitional point is actually 3 years out here. So this is a big deal. So these are some huge things that are going to just change the course of my everyday life and what I need to be planning for. So whether they go to college or a trade school or just something else, I don't know. But I want to be able to be prepared for when they're kind of launching into their next phase of life. And I have to be prepared for when Scott is launching into his next phase of life. So I had to actually map out where we would be in 5 years, just given my personal situation. So then when I started to think about my 5 years out, so this was my original chicken scratch. So guys, like seriously, this is how it comes together. Like I got this crazy notebook that I'm always ripping pages out. So I started to think about Scott's being retired. I want to be around more for him. Lucas and Logan are going to be, at a point where graduating and into college. So how does that really tie to the pillars of my life? So work, I work from home, so that's awesome. And that was a big change I made this year. And I want to be, work from home allows me to at least be around when Scott is home, because he's going to be home full time. And then, my family's got some big transition points. Those transition points are really going to affect my financial situation. And PlantheGrind is something I'm very passionate about, so I'd like to grow that. So I started to kind of map it over to my goals. And again, this is so messy, but I'm trying to show you like the real deal here. So in 1 year out, I need to be able to be saving. So 1 and 2 years out, I need to save for college, because one of my goals is I do want to try to help with college or whatever they do. I don't know what it looks like yet. So financially, I do, so I just put that as money. I do want to be able to fund some level of college. My goal is 33% of a 4-year in-state tuition. That's my goal. And it's like, here's a chunk of money and I'm out. So I don't think I can do anymore, because that's really a stretch goal for me. In 5 years out, I would like to be Plan the Grind, I'd like to be a lot bigger, a lot more like meaty to the business side of it. And my health, I want to be stabilizing my weight and my health over the years, over in 5 years. I want to be stable. Like, not that I have anything bad going on, but I know I'm a little bit overweight and I'm not as active as I need to be. So I want to really kind of work that out a little bit. And that's in my, and I just wrote these down and then I kind of put the pillars on them afterwards. I want to be at a vice president level, and I want to be living in a forever home. So given this age difference, and we're also a blended family, we have 2 households right now just because of how our lives are coming together. So we're both in like this like weird limbo stage. Now, I would love like a forever home, a home base for all the family, but just given where we are, where all of our family members are, we're not in a place where we're in like a forever home. So I'd like to be figuring out in 5 years, I want to be in that forever home, in that new home base. So that was really where I put my family. So that's 5 years out. Now let's drill down a little bit lower, because we want to get from, so if you think of, 5 years, and then 3 years, 1 year, and then the projects, right? So you're like drilling down, making them more granular, because I can't get at VP level this year. That's just not really possible for me. Okay, so my 3-year plan. So where can I be at in 3 years to get to my VP level and goal of 5 years? Well, I need to get to senior director level, right? I need to get up a level of where I'm at today within 3 years. My family goal was, I didn't put them in order, but my family goal is living in my forever home. So finding a forever home or figuring that out, really. I don't know what it looks like. It could be where up north at the farm, or it could be here, or we could just move somewhere else. Maybe my kids will move away and we'll want to move with them. So I don't know. For my health, I'm going to napping these 2 together, and it's stabilizing my health. And I want to be stabilized at that point. Like, I just want to have a healthy lifestyle that my nutrition supports, my activity level supports. So I really want to be at that from a health standpoint. And I know if I do that, unless something, knock on wood, comes up, that I should be really good to go there as long as I have a healthy lifestyle. All right, so money. So in 3 years, let's see, so where will Lucas be? Lucas will be in 1 year of college, finishing up and starting his 2nd year. Logan will be graduating high school and starting his 1st year of college or whatever. So I want to be at a funding point. So I want to be able to be paying for that 33%. So, and you're going to see, so this is actually funding. And as we go down, it's going to, like, as of next year, I'll be saving, because I'll actually be paying out the money at that point. All right. And then my Plan the Grind is 5x growth. So I want, 5 years from now, I want it to be a 10x growth. 3 years from now, I want to be at 5x growth. So that's my 3-year plan. So we're getting more granular, more achievable goals as we go. So we're not going from, where I'm at today to vice president tomorrow, because that's just not really a practical way of looking at it. All right. So if I think of like my 1-year goal, I want to go for work. I want to exceed expectations on my review this year. So that's going to start enabling me to build up that trust, that reputation at work, to start getting that promotion. For family, we have to figure out what they're going to do, like what the boys are going to do. Are they doing college? Do they even know what they want to do? They're at like 0 with understanding where they want to be. So I have to figure that out. So this year is all about, like, we got to figure that out. Well, 2022. And then home, establish healthy routines and lifestyle. So this is something that I need to focus on this year. So it's not really about a number on the scale. It's really about, like, I know I need to eat more whole foods. I need to be more active. So we'll get into some of the projects that will support all of these goals coming up. All right. So money. So I'm at a savings point, saving 33% of college and maxing out retirement. Now, I do try to, I know that I have to put my retirement as first priority, and then the boys as a second priority for their college. So I want to max out my retirement and then continue and try to save 33% of college. So that's how I'm structuring my 1 year goals is like getting to this, what is the max, what can I save, or how do I invest? I don't even know. They have some savings accounts and 529s. I don't really know if is that even the right thing I should be doing at this point, because they're so close. Plan the grind. So 3 years from now, I want to be at 5x. And then this year, I want to try to grow it 3 times of what it is today. So that's my 1 year goal. Now, how am I going to achieve those goals, right? You're like, okay, well, that's nice, Sarah. Well, what are you going to do? So that's when you start putting together like the tactical side of the goals. So this was like my first draft and then my second draft. So here's the goals. For work, I know I need to execute that their strategy for 2022, and I need to come up with a lean strategy for them, figuring out some college tours and ideas for the boys. I need to figure out some more tactical projects, but let me get into a better layout. So this probably makes more sense for you. So I actually went through and laid it out like this, and let me see if you can actually read this. So see how my 5-year goals are more vague, and then they start getting more clear as the time gets closer to the now. So 5 years from now, these are the high level. 3 years, they get a little bit more granular. You can kind of see that they're sliced up a little more. And then the 1 year goal is really around, like what can I actually achieve this year? And then these are the actual projects that I need to figure out that I'm going to manage throughout my continuous improvement projects. And you can see they align with each of the pillars of my life. So I know they're not in the same order, but like health, family, work, PTG, money. So you can see how they align. And these projects are going, now I don't know exactly what these actions are, but these are the things I need to do. These are the projects I need to take on and figure out that I'm going to use my CI project for, to drive my 1 year, achieving my 1 year goal that will then help support my 3-year goal, which will then in turn hit my 5-year goal. And this is directly related to my vision board. So my vision board really didn't like tell me what the goals were, but it helped me really kind of, it took the like what I had in my head, and I was able to sit there and put it into these pillars and this framework so something tangible can come out of it. Because I know in 5 years I want to be at a forever home and spending more time with Scott, and my kids will be kind of in a launch state, if you will. But what is that actually like? The vision board showed me what that looked like, but then I was like, oh, okay, that helps me understand. Well, that's kind of what I'm envisioning and I'm imagining, but how do I get to that? And that's really where I was able to put some tactical projects behind it with my parking lot project planner. So that's really what it is. So some of my goals, just to dive in, is I want to adjust my budget for savings to see if I can save any additional money, continue to contribute to 529s that they each have, which I actually don't even know that is like the right approach because they're so close. So maybe I need to talk to somebody, a financial person, to say like, maybe you should stop putting in the 529s and just bucket the money. I don't know. And then max out my 401k. And then I'm like, can I even save any money? Because I would like to have some investing things in 3 years, but I honestly don't even think I have any money left, to be honest. So, well, we'll see. But anyway, and for Plan the Grind, I need to do some quarterly product launches. I would like to grow Etsy a little bit more. I want to launch like a bigger course, like a more meaty course that has some of this stuff around it. I know I need to get more active on social media. And then you guys, I think I've mentioned that I'm finishing up my coaching certification. So I'm so excited to do like a coaching business around goal coaching or productivity coaching or, vision coaching, whichever. I'm still kind of working all that out. But I really am so excited to launch that coaching business because that's like more one-on-one, more in the more personal side of things. And then take on some coaching clients for next year. So work, I want to design and distribute a lean strategy. So I have to come up with some kind of a lean strategy for distribution. That's not distribute, for distribution. I have distribution centers that are reporting into me. And then I have to launch and train the lean strategy that I come up with. And I also want to create a Plan the Grind budget. Like I have like vague, very loose Plan the Grind budget, but I do want to start working where Plan the Grind is replacing some of my income. Not that I think I'm going to step out of the actual corporate world, because I do very much enjoy my role, but I know that I'm just kind of creating an option for myself, and for 5 years. So I want to start building Plan the Grind to start replacing 10% of my actual income coming in. So for family, I want to start identifying target schools for Lucas, visit some of those schools. We want to identify some target schools for Logan so he can start thinking about it. And then for health, establish healthy routines and lifestyle. So some of the things there is I want to cook dinner 4 times a week, like come up with meals, like just 4 meals. And then increase my daily activity from 15 minutes up to 45 minutes a day for 5 days a week. So it's kind of like an incremental project there. So those are some of my goals. Now, what does that look like? Well, so here's all of what it took, all this chicken scratch. And then this is the spread that I came up with for my 5-year plan here. So I have my house of Sarah, if you will, my 5-year plan, my pillars and CI project, and then here is just this in here. It's a lot neater over here than it is here, but I just wanted to like bullet journal it out to have some fun, because again, this is my creative outlet, this is my fun, this is my hobby, this is my craft. So I really like to, kind of incorporate it out, because you can put it in Excel and tape it in, or print it on sticker paper even, stick it in there. But here's the spread that I did. So I encourage you to go kind of check out the couple videos where I actually go through and show you how I put these spreads together. And yeah, so let me know what you guys think. January is all about success. It's figuring out those goals for 2022. And don't be afraid to look at your 5-year plan and start to drill down into smaller chunks, so your 1-year plans start driving that 5-year vision from your vision board. So anyway, I hope you guys like this. Please let me know what you think in the comments. I'm really excited to see, your thoughts on how this all kind of comes together. And yeah, let me know. So thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.